The arrival of the new year in California brought with it broad legalization of marijuana, a much-anticipated change that comes 2 decades after the state was the first to allow pot for medical use. The nation's most populous state joins a growing list of other states and the nation's capital, where so-called recreational marijuana is permitted even though the federal government continues to classify pot as a controlled substance, like heroin and LSD. Pot is now legal in California for adults 21 and older, and individuals can grow up to 6 plants and possess as much as an ounce of the drug. Matt Lucero, the owner of Buddy's Cannabis, said his store has stocked up on pot to make sure it doesn't run out of recreational marijuana during the first day of legal sales in California, CBS San Francisco reported. Lucero quit a job in corporate law to open a recreational marijuana store, the first one licensed in San Jose. "It feels amazing," Lucero said Sunday. "It's the culmination of years and years of hard work. We didn't push our weight at first. We worked hard long hours to get here, but finding a retail outlet to buy non-medical pot in California will be easy, at least initially. Only about 90 businesses receive state licenses to open on New Year's Day. They are concentrated in San Diego, Santa Cruz, the San Francisco Bay Area and the Palm Springs area. Los Angeles and San Francisco are among the many cities where recreational pot will not be available right away because local regulations were not approved in time to start issuing city licenses needed to get state permits. Meanwhile, Fresno, Bakersfield and Riverside are among the communities that have adopted laws forbidding recreational marijuana sales just after midnight. Some Californians were raising blunts instead of champagne glasses. Johnny Hernandez, a tattoo artist from Modesto, celebrated New Year's Eve by smoking Happy New Year blunts with his cousins. "This is something we've all been waiting for," he said. "It is something that can help so many people and there's no reason why we should not be sharing that." Hernandez said he hoped the legalization of recreational marijuana would help alleviate the remaining stigma some still believe surrounds marijuana use. "People might actually realize weed isn't bad. It helps a lot of people," he said. For those who worked for this day, the shift also offered joyful relief. "We're thrilled," said Khalil Mutawakkil, founder of Kind Peoples, which grows and sells weed in Santa Cruz. "We can talk about the good, the bad and the ugly of the specific regulations, but at the end of the day it's a giant step forward. And we'll have to work out the kinks as we go." The state banned loco weed in 1913, according to a history by the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws. The pot advocacy group known as NORML, the first attempt to undo that by voter initiative in 1972 failed. But 3 years later, felony possession of less than an ounce was downgraded to a misdemeanor in 1996 over the objections of law enforcement. President Clinton's drug czar and 3 former presidents, California voters approved marijuana for medicinal purposes. 20 years later, voters approved legal recreational use and gave the state a year to write regulations for a legal market that would open in 2018. Today, 29 states have adopted medical marijuana laws. In 2012, Colorado and Washington became the first states to legalize recreational marijuana. Since then, 5 more states have passed recreational marijuana laws, including Massachusetts, where retail sales are scheduled to begin in July.